everybody, my name is Carol Mack. This tutorial will cover administrative safeguards, the organizational plan to implement the security rule. Administrative safeguards are specified in Section 164.308 of the security rule. This section provides 8 administrative standards and a part on business associate contracts. The first standard, security management, requires policies and procedures to prevent, detect, contain, and correct security violations. Security management has 4 specifications. All are required. Risk analysis is the most important and most challenging task. When risk analysis is concluded, the next step is risk management. Sanction policy is necessary for risk management. IT activity review is an enforcement tool that requires someone to review relevant log reports. The second standard requires every covered entity or business associate to designate a security official. The third standard, workforce security, has 3 addressable specifications. Workforce security requires supervision of personnel in locations where electronic PHI is accessed. Workforce clearance means vetting personnel before access privileges are granted. Personnel leaving the workforce should have their access privileges terminated. The fourth standard is information access management. It has 3 specifications. The first only relates to clearinghouses. Access authorization refers to privileges for specific workstations or programs. Access establishment and modification is for granting new privileges or modifying old ones. The fifth standard is security awareness and training. It has 4 addressable specifications. Security awareness requires ongoing reminders and updates. Protection from malicious software requires procedures for reporting problems. Login monitoring is a safeguard that identifies login failures. Password management should include formal training and documentation. The 6th standard is security incident procedures. It has 1 required specification. The security incident requires response and reporting whether or not it is a breach. The outcome of a security incident must be reported also. The 7th standard is contingency plan. It has 5 specifications. The first 3 are required. Electronic PHI must be backed up regularly and must be retrievable. There must be a formal procedure for restoring lost data. There must be a plan for emergency operations during power outages. Contingency operations should be tested and revised as needed. The contingency plan should prioritize critical data. The 8th standard requires entities to periodically update their security systems. Now we'll examine administrative safeguards in the town of Single Peak. Doctors Hudson and Priscilla Pruitt established the Pruitt Medical Group decades ago. Pete was privacy and security officer for many years until he quit his job. In his resignation letter, Pete wrote,
"I'm leaving my job so I can spend more time with Mother and my daughters. Now I'm a single dad. I should spend more time at home."
In reality, Pete was running away from the office. Pete and Hudson were arguing too much.
Let's face it, Dr. Kramer's practice is losing money. But I disagree with your idea of chiropractic credit cards because we don't have the proper safeguards.
Hudson and Priscilla were in a quandary after Pete left. They finally decided to offer him a raise. A hefty salary bump might get him to come back. Hudson called Pete at home, hoping to catch him in a good mood.
"Pete, we really need your management skills. What can I offer you to make you come back?"
Oh, first of all, you really have to get serious about HIPAA. I scheduled training sessions, but nobody ever came, not even management.
I promise to make sure everybody gets HIPAA training.
Training isn't the only problem. You have to worry about security management.
Are you talking about risk analysis?
Yes, but risk analysis is only the first step. Remember when you decided to hire teenage janitors?
I'm sorry, you warned me about snooping.
But you didn't listen.
One of our teenage patients filed a privacy complaint.
Yes, we were vulnerable because of poor risk management.
We didn't have a sanction policy either.
And no one performed system activity reviews.
What does that mean?
Information system activity reviews include audit logs and access reports. You should monitor who is accessing patient files.
I think we need computer guy's help.
You could probably ask Guy to be your security official.
Good idea. I'll schedule a meeting with him today.
Computer Guy is the IT consultant for the Pruitt Medical Group. He's responsible for information access management that includes access authorization. Guy assigns credentials to everyone who uses the network. He's also in charge of the contingency plan. The contingency plan involves daily backups, where Hudson or Guy takes the backup drive to be stored remotely at Guy's place.
Guy, are you available for a meeting today? Great. Would you come over at 3 o'clock?
Hudson thanked everyone for coming on short notice.
I'm here to announce the new position of security officer. I'm hoping Guy will accept the position.
I'm flattered by your offer, Dr. Hudson, but you are the one who has to weigh security risks against the cost of fixing your vulnerabilities.
That's not what I wanted to hear, but you're probably right.
Administrative safeguards require the security officer to conduct risk analyses, train the workforce, manage security incidents, and update the organization's policies and procedures. Thanks for joining me in this tutorial. Now I want you to meet my colleagues, Roman Diaz, President of Touchtone Compliance, and Karen Darnall of Darnall Law Office.
We made these tutorials to help you learn about HIPAA and California law. For individual attention, go to our contact page. You can send us a message or schedule a consultation.
And I'm Roman Diaz, President of Touchtone Compliance. Our online tools and expert services provide everything you need to successfully address HIPAA compliance. We identify vulnerabilities, provide a thorough risk analysis, and assist with mitigation plans, policies and procedures, and staff training.